It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. Buy Cracky. If you got grass in the cracks of your driveway, get to buy Cracky and then get it out the way. I don't know what I was supposed to say, but anywho. And then last but not least, that's right, Eddie G's Cookies. If you want a cookie that tastes good, it is good, and ain't got all that other stuff that ain't no good for you. Did I say that right? Go to eddiegs.com and place your order today. And make sure when you get them snickerdoodles and them double chocolate chips, you tell them that BHJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so. We will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant and ignorant in nature, it won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way, or should I say up the pond, Double J, a.k.a. Joey James. Tell the people what you say. You like how I did that?
Absolutely. And the Tigers are roaring at the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm that's kind of impressive what the Tigers are doing. Speaking of the Tigers and baseball or whatnot, Shohei Ohtani is the GOAT. I'm trying to tell you right now. Okay. Move over, Baby Ruth, candy bars. Nobody wants no caramel nougats. Okay?
So do you remember, like, I feel like it was merely a few weeks ago that we had a conversation about him, and I asked you, I said, if he were to never pitch again, was he already a Hall of Famer? And this was well before 40-40, let alone 50-50. So now that we've seen this, no World Series rings. Let's just say there's no World Series ring. It's just what he's done in this small amount of time. Not only do you think, is that enough? And then if so, where does it place him for you all time?
Well, first of all, if you asking me, talking about some, remember when we talked back about it, apparently you didn't forget. I mean, like the transmission on the 68 Buick that's been sitting in the garage too long, my mind be slipping. So I don't know what you're talking about. Do you remember when? Absolutely not. Second, World Series ring or not, what he's doing right now, have we seen it before? Well, then there's your answer. I'm saying there's your answer. Yeah. Now, if I don't know, you talking about first ballot and all that type of stuff. I'm not doing no breakdowns. You're asking me, is he in the Hall of Fame? Already having done what he's done and what he's continuing to do. Absolutely. It's no question.
I find myself in this weird kind of headspace because it's undeniable. But at the same time, I've never been able to. Typically, the argument, right, when trying to rank in any of these lists, of course, has a lot to do with criteria. But thankfully, right now, and that's why, normally we're using the rings as somewhat of your litmus test into the door.
Not necessarily. Excuse me. Boy, you all excuse me. Some water. The water went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
stop drinking the hard stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Agua. Okay. Not for me. I don't, that whole argument about take away Jordan's 6 rings. Well, you can't do that. What are they playing for? How are you going to eliminate something that every athlete in any sport, regardless of the level, that's the pinnacle. That's at the mountaintop. Okay. I've asked this question. This I do remember. If most people, okay, different sport, but the premise is the same. We're using logic here, okay? if Tom Brady is considered by many to be the GOAT, he's considered to be the GOAT based on what? Okay, then. So then that should be the measure for exactly. That should be the measure across the board. You can't, because you trying to make your case the case to be made, take out pieces and particles. You have to base your argument. His stats. His stats what? Oh man, Doc. I mean, if that's what you're doing right now, you're using Shannon Sharp. That's what you're using. Using Shay, huh? Okay, yeah. All right. Anyway, don't show his comments no more. Not for the day. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get to them Lions. Okay. And what Baker did. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah, sit right there, Doc. Don't
pick six. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
right, exactly. So I'm asking you. Who he beat, how he beat them, it's clear why Tom Brady's the GOAT. Okay, Doc, that's not, listen, Doc, listen, see what I'm saying? This is what Doc do. He come in halfway in the middle of a discussion, and then, want to pick up where he think he should have left off. Leave that off. I'm just making the point, Doc, that if we make the case.
Man, send him an invite.
I sent him an invite. He don't never want to come on the show. He talking about he too busy working. But I seen him at the doggone carnival eating funnel cakes. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying if the case can be made for Tom Brady, it's not so much the what as it is why. Why do people say he is what they claim him to be? Okay, then that same set of variables should be used in any and every other case. You cannot move the goalpost so that your argument looks better than the next guy who's trying to make said argument. No, that's a bunch of malarkey, and I'm not talking Mike either. That's a bunch of malarkey, okay? So I'm just saying, can we officially start the show right now? I'm just saying, at the end of the day, rings are definitely a part of it. Now, that doesn't mean that the rings are the end-all, be-all. It just adds more to, like I've been saying, bro, debates are like being in a courtroom. When in a courtroom, on the table or whatever the case may be, there are so many pieces of evidence, actual evidence, not hyperbole, evidence, whether you're the prosecutor or whether you're the prosecution or the defense, you have to make your case for your client based on all of the evidence that's presented, not pieces and parts and piecemeal. You can't do that. Okay. He's got more championships than most franchises by himself. Yes, Doc, we know that. Stop showing his comments because he don't. Anyway, let's start the show. All right, we got 3 items on the menu for you all today, and obviously we got a quote this time for the day. Shout out to the quote master. At the end of the day, we got the WNBA playoffs. Yes, shout out to the WNBA playoffs. Don't throw it up there yet, Double J. Just wanted to say something right quick leading into this. We're gonna go over who our predictions and picks of who's gonna win the series. This is the first round, obviously. First round of the WNBA playoffs. And I wanted to add a piece or two about Caitlin Clark because she's here. Okay, Caitlin Clark is here, and Angel Reese as well. Angel Reese, this is I said it before. This is the second coming of Magic and Bird. It really is. These two, whether you like them or not, is separate from. Have they galvanized the WNBA? Okay, well, if you can say yes to that, then miss me with your feelings, okay, about who you like and who you don't like, or whatever the case may be. And then we have Double J is going to give you his Fantasy 5. That's right. We're adding that now. This is football season, so Double J is going to give you his Fantasy 5 for all you fantasy owners and players out there, PPRs and standards or whatnot. Look at the host in his Browns gear. Okay, anyway, we don't want to hear from Mrs. Alva either. How's the Spartans doing? Did they beat Valdosta State this week? Man, please. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Yeah, Double J going to give y'all.
It was getting a little loud up there. They're playing Boston College.
Who's playing Boston College? Michigan State?
Mm-hmm.
They are winning, actually. Oh, okay. Well, that's for now. Anyway, and then lastly, we got our NFL pick'ems, week 3 selections and whatnot. Okay, so let's dive right into it. All right, the WNBA playoffs. Double J, can you throw that up on the screen, or you want me to throw it up there? All right, here we go. I can't see all the teams, Double J. I'll give it a button.
No, you're the one who sent the image. I can only minimize, unfortunately.
You can only minimize. Oh, crap. Oh, you can scroll. Yeah, scroll it. Oh, my gosh. You can only minimize it. Man, stop it. Anywho, I need you to handle the comments if you would, Double J, because I'm enlarged on my side and I can't see the comments. Here we go. All right, now first round matchup here on the left side, top left, that is. We got the New York Libertarians, you understand me, versus at the 1 seed, going up against the Atlanta Dream. I'm telling you right now, that's a sweep. The New York Liberty look destined to win this year's WNBA championship. I'm just saying. The Atlanta Dream, it's a reason why they're the 8 seed. You know, I'm not real big on the seedings. In most cases, they don't really weigh as much, but I've seen the Atlanta Dream a couple of times this year. I mean, kudos to them for even getting in the playoffs. But, yeah, I think that's a clean sweep for the Liberty. All right. And this is the best of 5 series, how it used to be in the NBA once upon a time, which made the series, in my opinion, a little bit more competitive than first round matchups anyway. But anywho, and then over across the way right there, we got the Aces, Las Vegas, you understand me, at the 4 seed against the Seattle Storm, who's the number 5. Now that right there may be a little bit more compatible of a matchup, if I can say that. You think, Double J? What say you right there? That's a tough one to call who's going to come up out of there. Should be the Aces, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't particularly care for the scheduling. I know it was an Olympic year, and so I'm gonna assume that was the why. It just
What do you
I
mean
don't know
scheduling for what? What do you mean?
for the W and as a whole, it just felt very
Talking about the
rushed.
playoffs? Or the
No,
season?
just for the season.
Oh.
So there were, again, there's ebbs and flows of a season that, as it pertained to the Aces specifically, it felt like I watched them. I was like, man, if I'm tired, I know they're really tired, because I remember watching them like not even 48 hours prior. So I'm like, if I'm exhausted just between Monday to Wednesday, then I know they have to be exhausted too. And they had to travel on top of it. They went from like just something short like Phoenix to LA. But remember, folks, unlike what we're accustomed to on it as it pertains to the male counterparts, where it's charter planes and that type of thing, they have to take the bus for the most part.
Oh, that's
and
interesting. Yeah.
That, on the other hand, would certainly require Dramamine for me. But as it pertains to the playoffs, where I think now the flight should be consistent, give me the Aces. Becky Hammon, obviously, as I joke, I eat all the fruits and vegetables. Get it? Plums.
No, don't try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, don't try that at home either. Oh my gosh. All right. The characters used in this movie are actors, okay? Please don't try none of this at home. And definitely when we get to making our picks, don't use none of my picks as
do the opposite of him.
Yeah, exactly. Do the opposite. Don't do nothing at all, really. Don't listen to nothing I say when it comes to the picking. Yeah, and then the bottom left, we got the Minnesota Lynx and the Phoenix Mercury. Hey, let me say this right quick about the Phoenix Mercury. Separate from them as a team, Diana Taurasi, hey, I used to like her once upon a time, not no more. You see the footage of her after the game, like in the tunnel or whatever it is, she's dapped up a young fan and then walked right past the little boy who had his hand out like she didn't see him. That's no. And then you wonder
it's time for the old guard to go away, bro.
Absolutely. It's no
I'm just going to call it for what it is. Like, as unapologetic as they've been, I have no reason to kind of like mix or mince words either. Like, your antics in the way that you guys carried yourselves for that matter, are why it never grew to where it is. So the fact that you're visibly jealous and visibly biased one way, we will be absolutely doing the same the other way. It is time for you guys to go. Thanks for your contributions. Goodbye.
Absolutely. And then over on the other side of the town, we got Connecticut Sun as 3 versus the Indiana Fever. Hey, I'm going to say it again. Show me on average, because, and the reason why this keeps coming back up is because I have people who, when I'm off camera, who say, hey, you do that sports talk podcast. Yeah. And I'm thinking I'm getting ready to, somebody going to dap me up. They like, hey, leave the NBA out your mouth. The players are better. I'm like, oh, seriously? Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't see that coming, but okay. Well, since we're here, okay. The argument for the NBA, and I'm just talking about a professional basketball player in period. All right. But I'm using the NBA here in particular. If you're telling me that players are much better, faster, stronger, bigger, i.e. Wemby, okay, Guy's 7'99" and out on the perimeter handling the rock like he Tim Hardaway or something. Hey, I ain't mad at that. But if that's the case, then not just the scoring output, but all of the numbers that will contribute to offense or that are contributory to offense, take your pick, they should also go up exponentially. That category where assists are in place, that should go up as well. If the guys in my era, and I'm going to tell you right now, the 90s was the best decade in my lifetime. I don't care what nobody say, okay? We had the best baddies. We had the best basketball, football. We had the best sports, period, okay? NHL, we had it all, baby.
Wait, what was the first one?
Huh? What happened?
What was the first one?
What was the first what?
Example?
The best basketball, the best everything, the best movies, the best actors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you were trying to do there, but you ain't about to, yeah, you ain't about to catch your boy up. None of that. But I'm here to tell y'all right now, if Mark Price, for instance, was averaging 5.5 assists per game, well, I mean, you know, he was diminutive at the point guard position based on what they are now. Then you can't tell me these guys who are, for the most part, 6'2", 6'3", playing that same position, and they averaging the same amount of assists. No, you got to be in the Halliburton and the Caitlin Clark category in terms of dimes drop, baby. What's her dime per game average? Double J.
For CC?
Yes.
I will get her stats now.
Not Chris Carter, mind you. CC as in Caitlin Clark. I just wanted to point that out there. You understand me? Yeah, cue the Jeopardy music.
Season.
I didn't know I was going to go down this road. Otherwise, I would have had it, y'all.
8.4 for the season.
8.4 for the season. Boy, I would dag nabbit. I didn't know we was going to go down this road. I would like to know.
I will say this.
Hold on. I'd like to know who are the top 5 NBA players in terms of assists per average per game. Did I say that right? Because don't tell me that in a minute here, if you say what I think you're gonna say, don't tell me I could put Caitlin Clark in the NBA top 5 in terms of assists per. Okay, just saying.
Halliburton 10.9, Doncic 9.8, Joker 9 flat, and then Harden 8.5.
So Caitlin Clark, she's a 6-man, 1-man.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? Come on, bruh. Everybody want to look at points. Like Gilbert the Clown just said, and that's why Rashad McCants, I don't watch his podcast, but people send me clips to try to prove they GOAT point argument because they love what Gilbert the Clown is saying. Well, guess what? If you find what Gilbert the Clown is saying to be entertaining or appealing, what do that say about you? Okay, that's number 1 and 2. Number 3, Rashad be killing him. His whole argument, the Clown, is that Caitlin Clark ain't dominating because she ain't averaging 30 points a game. You know what? That's what that sounds like. I'm so sick of points being the only measurement used to assess whether a player is how good or great or not so a player is or ain't. Man, stop it, bruh. Because if that's the case, then the point per game would be the only statistical category that they kept. They keep rebounds, offensive and defensive. They keep assists. They keep free throw percentages. It's a whole lot of categories that folks leave out when they be trying to make the cases, frivolous they may be, flowery rhetoric to me. Then, okay, anyway, I'm just saying. I'm telling you right now, until Paige Beckers gets in the league to play for the Connecticut Sun, I'm picking the Indiana Fever in that matchup right there. Oh, and then going back over to the left side right quick. Oh, absolutely. No question. Caitlin Clark is balling, boy. Balling. I'm taking the Minnesota Lynx, too, over the Phoenix Mercury just because I don't like Diana Taurasi. You know what I'm saying? And then just for the its and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and roll with the... Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Now, I shouldn't even ask this question because I'm going to get lambasted, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, Jay jumped out the plane at 50,000 feet with no parachute, baby. Asia Wilson plays for the Aces, correct?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I'm picking the Aces.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm picking the Aces because of Asia Wilson. I'm just saying. I'd lie for you before I would too.
And
That's why I'm
Kelsey
picking.
Plum.
Okay,
Reference
and
is starting to click.
I'd rather
now.
have a peach. Okay, I'm not a real fan of plums. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they dry, then they become prunes.
Oh. Shop
Okay.
report after dark.
Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, and you know what prunes are good for. Okay, I just want to let you know. So yeah, who you got, Double J, in the bottom two?
Let's see here. Give me. Oh, Minnesota in a clean sweep. I don't even think Phoenix will win a game. And then also, man, I think it's a tough matchup for the Fever. Hart wants Fever, but unfortunately, the head is saying not this year. So the Connecticut Sun.
Wait, Hart wants Fever. Is that a title to a
Heart
song?
versus head, right? So your heart.
Is that the title to a song? Heart wants Fever.
Well, it might be the title of a few songs.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, all right. Then we'll just check out your John Mayer skills then, because I'm trying to tell you. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, please. But not today, thank God. Yeah, man. Oh, here we go. Doc. Yeah, Phoenix is trash. They're not making it past Minnesota. Oh, well, Doc, well, then come on the program then. This dude right here, man. He hide behind his comments. You know what I mean? Oh, I wanted to, right quick, I wanted to do a hip-hop show. And the premise for it would be top 10. Who's in the top 10? Who's not in the top 10 that should be in the top 10? All right. Because if we try to really do a hip-hop show, that's 2 or 3 hours, bro. You know what I mean? But
where's
Rob Billy?
Mm-hmm.
Fever might upset Connecticut. Yeah, I'm okay. Now Doc, you now you want to. Oh, DB, what's up, baby? Hey, David Banner. Hey, DB, I'm with you on that, man.
Come on,
hey,
FAMU.
They just Double J, we don't need no updates for FAMU. My gosh, stop it. They just gave Portland got awarded a WNBA team, didn't they?
There's two more.
What do you mean there's two more?
Hang on.
I know. Hey, I'm with you, DB. Hey, the Rockers used to be balling, man.
Yes, Portland secures the 15th WNBA team.
Okay, you said it's two more.
And for the sounds of it, Detroit is also trying to get back in the mix. Again, they had the shock at one point in time.
Yeah, Karl Malone's daughter was balling. My man D Banner weighed in. He said, yes, absolutely. Hey, man, I don't see why not. Especially at the what do you want to call it? Where the WNBA is right now in terms of popularity. There you go. It's nowhere in the world you can't tell me this market, the Cleveland market, wouldn't support. They should never got rid of the Spark. What Spark? What are you talking about? What Spark?
Well, the Sparks have never gone away. They're still in LA, Doc.
Yeah.
The shock,
Doc,
however.
Yeah, Doc. Now. Yeah, the Doc. Yeah, that was a shock. Hey, bartender, I'll have what he's having and make mine's a double. My gosh, Doc, you over there doing? They should have never got rid of the Spark. Yeah, you might need to get rid of that. What you're sipping on? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind me. I'm just here for the peanuts. Yeah. At the end of the day, though, I'm with you, Double J. And I'm with D Banner too. Bring back the Rockers, man. Not Spark. Shock. Yeah. Autocorrect loud, typing too fast. Yeah, man, stop it. No, stop trying to blame it on autocorrect. Man, this dude, you gonna try to blame it on autocorrect, man. You got that big 75-inch iPhone 29. Man, please, the letters on there bigger than doggone oversized crayons I used to use in high school. I'm just saying. Yeah, and on that note. So yeah, y'all, WNBA finals is right here, baby. They right around the corner. You understand me? And I think it's gonna be a nice night. This is gonna be one to grow on right here, baby. Yeah, everybody that's in this right here, except for the Atlanta Dream, could win the whole thing. But I'm telling you right now, yeah, my money on the Indiana Fever. Definitely get through this first round. But to win it all, I'm going with the New York Liberty. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, then we got one more comment before we get on out of here and take a commercial break. D Banner said, hip hop show, let's go. Yeah, but guess what, DB? Let me tell you something. Your boy Rob Billy rolled up on me. I'll tell y'all that. Yeah, he did. He rolled up on me. Tried to roll up on me strong, but he don't understand. he ain't had no breaks. Anyway, we'll take a break. We come back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this Double J's Fantasy 5. And we're going to finish off the WNBA Live, baby. Here we go.
It's Kate Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report.
My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report. Max McKee, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Edwards from Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
All right. What was that? Finish that last thought. What were you saying? No idea.
You were talking about you got rolled up on.
Oh, dang. I was talking? Dang. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you about this, the whole memory loss. Yeah, anyway, DB, Rob, your boy Rob Billy rolled all up on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, his stomach got a little ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? So it took him a minute to come to a complete stop. But it was cool. I was far enough away that he ain't run into me or nothing like that. But anywho, talking about we doing hip hop. Yeah, I said, slow down there. Slow down there, Kemosabe. Okay, back on up. Now, let me get you this toothbrush right quick or something. But anyway, I said, no. I said, yeah, we'll do a hip hop show. But guess what? You going to show your face. That's what you finna. If we do that hip hop show, you're going to show your face. Because y'all don't know what he be doing. When we be at the job, oh, man, he got a whole lot. Yeah, he rolled up on me strong, him and his cronies. You know what I'm saying? The Furious Five or whatever it is, the Village People. I don't know, something like that. You know, he got his little entourage behind him. It just be me. I said, okay, take all 1,500 of y'all. It's cool. I'm like 300, baby. Anywho. I say, man, no, you ain't gonna be hiding behind no comments no more. If we do the hip hop show, or when we do the hip hop show, we not gonna do a hip hop show. Say that fast 2 times, unless you showing your face. Otherwise, ain't gonna be none. We not doing this no more. You gonna get on here so I can crack your head, and I'm bringing on a hip hop specialist, okay, a well-known DJ that traversed the country, mind you, and been overseas a couple times. Them DJ Dre Day, baby. I'm just letting you know, okay. Got connections. And all that type of stuff. He gonna come in here talking about Big L ain't top 10, but Eminem is. Man, you sound ridiculous right now. Yeah, I know you watching. Anyway, let's talk about this Double J's Fantasy 5, y'all. Let's do this, baby. All right, y'all already know the NFL season is in full swing. A lot of PPRs and standard leagues on the fantasy side has been destroyed. You know what I mean? Who didn't have Alvin Kamara? That's what I want to know.
Well, I didn't.
Okay. Well,
however,
so are you speaking for the people?
No. He was drafted, of course, but he was drafted a little bit higher ADP than I would have preferred. The Derek Carr hate might have to come to a halt from everyone as well.
Why? Because he beat a local high school in New Orleans. Doc, you missed who by 3 picks, Doc? Alvin Kamara. Must be talking about Alvin Kamara. Well, I mean, if you put the Lucia down, you might have been able to make the pick correctly. It's unbelievable.
It was just kind of, its ADP was in one of those, depending on where you were drafting, typically when you were kind of snaking around that second, third round turn.
ADP.
Average draft position.
Oh, my bad. Duh. Ooh, you can tell how long it's been since I played. I heard you be stuck on the 80s rap. You don't like 90s rap, which was the best era. Yeah, you heard wrong. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. When folks
keep telling us about how Kumo D was underrated.
No, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna quote me, see, this is why I want Rob Billy to come on this program so he can stop telling lies. That's what he's good. He's a habitual stepper liar. No, I said the 90s was the best decade for everything. I just said that 5 minutes ago. Okay. We had the best hip hop, the whole 9. The problem is he think Milli Vanilli is in the top 10. Your boy Rob Billy does. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream not for that ice cream. Doc weighed in again. He said, I grabbed Vegas defense for this weekend, though. I'm hoping they come through for your boy 2-0 so far. Who 2-0, Doc? Vegas or you? I'm stuck on 80s rap. You know what, man? Hey, believe half of what you hear and none of what you see or hear when you're talking to that guy. You know what I'm saying? He likes to make up stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know. Well, Doc weighed in again. He said, "Oh, me and my fantasy squad." Doc, how many leagues are you in? I know a dude that's in 5 leagues, man. How's it even possible? How you manage that? Double J?
I'll tell you this, that's actually very difficult to manage because then you start saying do well, but not that well. Because chances are you're playing.
Doc, you in 3 leagues?
I'm in 2. And believe me, I've said to myself.
Are they all this? Are you in both your leagues standard, or is one standard, one PPR?
No, so both are PPR, but one is a super flex league. So essentially the option to use an additional quarterback.
So you're using that additional quarterback as a flex?
Yep, correct.
Oh, wow. Since when they started doing that?
So we removed the defenses and did that. However, there's a new format that we use.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's
DB, you in 4 leagues? Man, I don't. So in other words,
I had the time. Let by Cracky get into like Walmart and Sam's Club. That meeting is coming soon. And then maybe I can exhale and you'll see me in quite a few more.
Doc said, I have to sit in front of a computer, look at rosters and stats, and weigh my options carefully. Yeah. So basically like you're a stock trader. Okay. Huh?
He's not kidding. Especially depending on how many. Like if you're in kind of one of those, we'll say 14 or more type of team leagues, which I've done a handful of occasions, but they're gauntlet or even best ball, for those that are familiar, basically, if you lose, you're out. Your team goes to the free agent pool.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so wait. It's been years since I played fantasy football. Excuse me, and you already know the most I'll do right now is a pick 'em because I just don't have the time. I got too many other things on my plate. But this is 2024. How much has the fantasy sports, and fantasy football in particular, how much has it changed in your 2024, 23, 22 versus 2008 and your 2010s and so on and so forth? Hold, let me get to this comment right here. Who's this weighing in? Look at injury reports and I constantly check the waiver wire. Yeah. Oh no, listen, you're not gonna have much success in fantasy football. That much I do know, regardless how long ago it was, if you're not checking the injury report. That's a must, bro. If you're not doing that, do so play at your own risk. But yeah, how much has fantasy sports, and again, in particular football, how much has it changed from then to now?
I would say quite a bit, given the concept itself hasn't evolved a lot, but just the freedoms and flexibility and access that you have now is certainly changing things. So I'll give the example that bit everybody, which was guys like Christian McCaffrey on Friday saying, hey, I'm playing for week 1, right? Only to, of course, end up not only not playing that game, but ultimately ending up on IR. And so when a player says that, for example, it was Sunday afternoon and I decided to drop his backup because it was stated by him that he was playing.
Whoa. Back up. Wait, who said what and how?
Right. So Christian McCaffrey himself said he was going to play.
But can't make that call, can he?
Correct. He technically cannot. However,
yeah, because I just saw something. He's out for like 6 weeks or something like that.
Right. He'll be out through at least the first 4, probably longer. And now, so I'll give a loose example. I knew.
Hold that thought. Let's get to these 2 comments here. DB weighing in again. He said, "Hey, Double J, I'm in a league, super flex, no tight end, and no kicker." Whoa.
And again, that makes perfect sense. So we actually brought up a new format because I proposed the same thing. We had already gotten rid of the defense in order to accommodate the super flex. But when you look at the scale of points, it didn't make sense to somebody like myself to say, well, sure, just drafting a kicker for the sake of it in rounds maybe 10 or later, your Justin Tuckers, Aubrey's from the Cowboys, etc.
Yeah.
And then just grabbing one and streaming one for the season because they were only getting like, we'll say 10 to 15 points maximum, right? Kind of average.
Doc said, hold that thought, Double J. Doc said, is weighing in again, brother. He said, I took the backup and Mason has not disappointed. Yeah, hey, some people just know how to grocery shop.
Well, that's the thing. So I had Mason.
Hold that thought. D Banner, you whoa. What does he mean? What is he saying here, Double J? 16 team. He's saying each one of the leagues that you're in are 16-team leagues?
Well, the one that he's referring to.
Jeez. I don't see how y'all do it, bro. Tucker and Buckner go first.
Right. And in terms of, so what we did is we made a change this year because I said, look, kickers simply are not on the field enough, right? So them being on the field, why?
Yeah, but a lot of kickers rack up points, though.
That's right. And they're kicking from a further distance than they ever have. So what we did is the same way that you would have in standard scoring. Let's say if it was up to 20 yards, right? They would get 1 point for the make or 2 points for the make. Well, now we're giving them 0.1 yards per
for
the distance.
So
what's happening is the kickers are now scoring more than the running backs and the wide receivers.
Wow. So wait. So you give 0.1 for if it's 10 yards away, 20 yards away, 30, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. So
what about the middle yardage? Let's say it's a 53-yarder.
So it'd be 5.3 points plus the 3 for the make. So because again, they're not. When else are they on the field? That is their play. That is their touchdown.
Yeah, kickoffs.
But in terms of scoring.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah.
So that was and that one has ruffled some feathers. I will acknowledge that.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's go back to DB. D Banner said, I'm gonna throw that comment up here again. He said, I'm in a league, super flex, no tight end, no kicker. Okay, so is that advantageous though, or is that disadvantageous? Am I saying that right?
Look, your same, we'll say your usual suspects at tight end will go off the board still. Your
Kelsey's, right. And Njoku's maybe.
McBride from the Cardinals. You'll still see those top 4 kind of go. And it just gives you a little bit more of a luxury in terms of your roster and bench spots, how you want to use them. Because again, no different than what I was talking about, why I made the case to at least reevaluate the point structure for the kicker position as a whole, or to simply get rid of them. Because at that point, they're kind of in the way. They're not doing enough to win you a game. They're not really doing enough to really even lose you the game. And so they're just kind of in the way. There were plenty of weeks in years past that I won without playing a kicker at all. And so we had already done away with the defensive positions rather than going for an IDP, so an individual defensive player. And so hearing like what these guys are saying, this is, to your point on the original question, this is how it's changed. That what you're seeing is kind of the evolution. Unfortunately, what that means is we've had fantasy heroes in the past. For those that watched shows like The League, and matter of fact, you'll actually see me walking by in one of those seasons because the camera was set right out front in kind of the Gold Coast in Chicago at the time. So I was walking by. I'm like, what's this camera doing here? On more than one occasion. So I actually made one of the cuts when I went back and watched it. Coincidentally.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Well, you're supposed to get a button for that? Okay, I'll give you a button. Anyway, we showed Doc's comment. Yeah, Doc, take a nap. What is the best method for draft when you drafting players? Is there like a standard method though? This is going to show y'all how long ago it's been since I played.
Well, right. Again, this is where those points are going to come into play, right? And so the mobile quarterback is changing it.
Okay, let's get to some more comments. They rolling in, y'all. Doc weighed in again. He said the league I'm in gives you the option to a running back or wide receiver in the tight end spot.
Wow. So more of a flex spot.
Detroit fan man, baby. So what happened to my boy Laporta? Only averaged 3 yards a game, 0 touchdowns.
So what happened to
big dog
Laporta
water.
is this: when you look at percentages.
Hey, and Laporta is the Lions tight end, right?
Yeah, Lions tight end.
Okay.
So when you look at percentages of targets, so his target share, most top tier tight ends, only one was in roughly 30% or so. Most hover right around the mid 20s. So about a quarter of the targets are going their way. And that's really where Laporta was. Where he's struggling now is that the red zone targets are like, I want to say, in the 12% range. So he's almost not being looked at. He's an afterthought where he would provide some separation amongst his peers.
But now, wait a minute. Is that the play call? You know, like, is that there's nothing designed for him or something? Like, who's calling
a little bit. And that's just it, right? This is where I would say the emergence of Jameson Williams and the impact he's having, at least through these first few weeks, is taking away, right? Because now he's a deep ball threat. So something you guys hear me talk about often is air yards, because that's why I was so high on Rashid Shaheed, because I knew that in years past. You heard me say Shaheed and Rashad Bateman. There were two guys. Shaheed right now, I believe, go look at your own league. He's probably at the very least the top 5 in scoring.
We'll get to the rest of the comments here in a second.
And this is a guy that was otherwise undrafted. Okay, I didn't just give you a rando name. Sorry, Doc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a nice one. Yeah, Rando Calrissian.
Right. That was not meant to catch a stray.
Okay, whatever.
But nevertheless, I gave you guys a top 2, top 3 wide receiver. And then again, that will actually go ahead.
Well, hold that thought, because the comments they rolling in for real. Doc is saying, what's a WB? Wingback?
Quarterback. He means quarterback.
Oh my God. Oh, you blaming that on typo too, huh? How many typos can you have in one setting? This is unbelievable. Detroit fan man said, meanwhile, Goff is leading the league in passing attempts, but none are going to Laporta. Imagine that.
That's kind of my point, right? You start looking at, well, what percentage of that is going to Jameson Williams?
Yeah, that's right. Laugh it up, Doc, because you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Yeah, absolutely. A funny guy. So why do you think they're not throwing the ball to Laporta?
Where they're getting the ball within the red zone.
So wait. What do you mean they can't give them the ball unless they're in the red zone?
No. I'm saying where they're getting the ball. So the scheme right now is opening.
Oh, you're talking about where Laporta is getting the ball, but not between the 20s?
Right.
Okay, so hold up, bro. So you telling me you're really cutting your nose off to spite your face as an offense if you're not getting George Kittle involved in between the 20s? Imagine Mahomes not throwing to Travis Kelce on 3rd and 7 at his own 43. I'm just come on now. I mean, come on, Dan Campbell. You know what I mean? Come on, Doc. Where you at now? You know what I'm saying? We was hearing all this Lions talk, and I don't not like the Lions, dislike them or nothing like that. I just know they shouldn't have lost to the Buccaneers. They shouldn't have lost to Baker the Bum Mayfield. Let some of y'all tell it. Okay. We got a couple more comments right here. Here we go. Detroit fan man says, meanwhile, again, we went 1 for 7 in the red zone against Tampa Bay. Laporta should have a bit more shine than this. I'm with you. Absolutely. Then Doc says again, when you have Montgomery and Gibbs in the backfield, you don't need a tight end to do nothing but block in between the. Oh, Doc, stop it.
Oh, okay. So look, I was going off the cuff, right? When you guys asked me that, I just went and looked in the red zone summary for the first 2 weeks out of a total of 20 opportunities, right? Sam Laporta has one
catch in the red zone. So what say? Run that by me again, Doc. See, that sound like Lion talk right there. Like I be telling Browns fans, that sound like Cleveland talk. When you have I'm gonna throw your comment back up there, Doc. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot today. You ain't gonna come on the show and show your face. I'm gonna put you on the spot then. When you have Montgomery and Gibbs in the backfield, you don't need a tight end to do nothing but block in between them 20s. Seriously, whatever happened to an offense being designed as such that you make a defense have to defend every blade of grass this way and that way. And what helps you better to do that than your tight end? Hello? You play to win the game. I'm just saying. They don't need him but nowhere in the man, stop it. This is NFL collision course football we talking about. Everybody, hey, okay, so listen. If that's the only thing they need him for, then why do they keep these statisticals, or why do they ever mention when you're watching the broadcast, they say this quarterback, i.e. whoever he may be, has thrown the ball to seven different receivers. That's a big deal.
They're struggling. The Lions specifically are struggling in the red zone as a whole, though. 27%, which is 28th
We also
in the
have
league.
Oh, absolutely not, Doc. Yeah, okay, yeah. Take it. Yeah, that's it. Last call for that guy. Doc, hold on. Doc said in the red zone outside of 20s. Bruh, you need him all the way down the field.
Offensive coordinator, Doc.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad, Doc. Yeah, Doc, if you was the offensive coordinator right now, y'all would, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, you'd be right where Terry Robisky is. Without a job. Come on. Oh, Doc, cut me in. Stop. Doc, you don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Doc, you're going to have to make up a lot of ground this week. Yeah, because no, that's crazy talk right there. All right, Double J. So give us your fantasy five, man. Give us for all the fantasy players out there, give us the 5 folks that they should or shouldn't start, who should start, not start, and so on and so forth.
So I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit, right? So the first name that I'm going to give you is a repeat name because I'm going to continue to repeat it until everyone has.
Okay, well, hold that thought. First of all, I'm going to play this comment, but we already know who you're going to pick because this you must have this guy on your team. Don't be suggesting picks because that's who you pick on your team. Stop.
That's not true. Well, I mean, this one is.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, Detroit fan, man. And don't sleep on how bad the Laporta grade for run blocking has been. Do I got to go find the people? Do it. Come on, Detroit. That's okay. I got backup. I got backup all the way from the Motor City. Yeah, Doc, you getting a pink slip. I'm trying to tell you right now, Doc, you getting a pink slip. Go ahead, Double J. What were you saying?
So the first name I was going to give again is the
Shaheed.
Yes, there you go.
Okay,
Look at that.
Almost
like we coordinated this or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. Simply put, great favorable matchup. And so, in addition to that, I'm also going to say no Derek Carr hate, at least for now, for me. So, also very favorable for this week.
Whoa, who the Saints playing? And where are they playing at?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, who are they playing then? Helen. Who? I just want to know who are they playing?
The Saints are playing the Eagles of your gauntlet NFC East.
Hey, stop putting me in that. Joshua Loyola, baby. We got a newcomer, baby, to the P-Roll Graham from the YouTube side. He said Neighbors or Charbonnet at flex.
Ooh.
Even out, man.
So speaking of air yards, Malik Neighbors is up there. I am actually, I'm going to want to chew on that because they're both actually Malik Neighbors was going to be another pick of mine, but
yeah, because the Giants are playing the Browns this week.
That's right, and
if Denzel is out there, you probably most likely Denzel gonna be on.
That was kind of the idea. Was dependent on if he was going to shadow cover him or not. My concern is how much time Daniel Jones is going to have to throw in the pocket because that's where Trevor Lawrence was struggling at least early on.
Exactly, because that's the thing. You want. I mean, give me Double J is a fantasy expert here or whatever, but I do know a little bit. Neighbors, if Jones don't have time to get Neighbors the ball, you get what I'm trying to tell you. Then what good is it even starting at flex? I'd like to know who else is in your lineup. JL, who else is in your lineup? You know what I mean? Then that I would look at that and determine, that would be a part of a determining factor in who I would start, whether it's Neighbors. But who are you suggesting though, Double J?
Between Charbonnet?
Yeah, and Neighbors.
Here's the thing. They both actually are in the right spot for this week.
Doc said the Saints losing to the Eagles. Yeah, okay. And then Doc weighed in again. He said Charbonnet. Last I checked, Walker is still questionable. Doc said again, Walker does not
he was
perform
doubtful.
well.
He was doubtful. He's out.
Walker does not perform well after a slow week of practice or coming off injury. Wait. What Walker? And Josh Allen.
Kenneth Walker.
Okay, so Walker is with Charbonnet is with Josh Allen, right?
No. He's the backup in Seattle.
Oh.
But again, under these circumstances.
No. Okay, my bad, JR. I see what you're doing. You tell him this is lineup. So he got Josh Allen, if I'm looking at this right.
Mm-hmm.
Ayuk, Chase. Who Chase?
So speaking of guys, okay, so that leads right into the next fantasy pick'em of the week, which was going to be Brandon Ayuk. Favorable matchup. So again, not only
that's your number 2.
CMC, yes, number 2. CMC is of course gone. Obviously, as Doc has pointed out, the running back who has done well for him in his stead. However, in addition to that, Debo is now out. Kittle is now out.
Yes, I saw that too. Hold on, let me go through some more of these comments, Double J.
Okay, go ahead.
Doc said I have Walker and benched him this week. JL said he got Gibbs and Stevenson. Whoa.
Stevenson bit me too.
Yeah. But Gibbs, that's still Gibbs. He said I got Mason in his place. JL said, and J.K. Dobbins at flex, deciding between Neighbors and Charbonnet at the second flex spot.
No, bad matchup for Dobbins. Bad matchup for Dobbins. Saying that now.
So wait. So are you suggesting should he take Dobbins out at flex and put both Neighbors and Charbonnet in at the flex spots?
Well, that's between those 3, absolutely. I'd be playing the 2.
Wait, which 2?
The Neighbors and Charbonnet. Just purely, again, off matchups. If there's no Denzel Ward, they're going to be able to throw the ball. They're going to be likely trailing. This is a great matchup on the Brown side of things, actually for the running position specifically. So for the running backs.
Okay, Doc said, Debo is doubtful. And then Doc said
this is Brandon Ayuk's breakout week. If this is where you earned your contract, absolutely.
Hey, JL, that's a nice lineup, though. But Double J, you sure he shouldn't start Dobbins? You wouldn't start Dobbins at the flex, huh?
Not this week.
All right. Well, if you say so, I'm with you on that. Dang. All right. Let's rolling. Okay. We got so far we got Shaheed, Ayuk. That means your 1 and 2s. Who's your 3, 4s, and 5s?
So that was those 2, and then. Matter of fact, we just brought up the other, which was Zach Charbonnet. So thankfully, it's like we coordinated this. Another, so I'm going to go a little bit more of a long shot on this, and because I wanted to get someone that may not be, maybe highly available, I would say still for most leagues. The name, no different than when I said Shaheed, and I might as well have said Rashid. And been talking basketball because most would have kind of scratched their heads. I'm going to go with the name Jordan Whittington. So for those that don't know, this is from the LA Rams. And he, of course, is a wide receiver. It appears, so for many, when we were looking at kind of course, Puka being out and then now Cooper being out as well, Cooper Kupp. A lot of us wanted to look at both Robinson and Johnson, but we got a small sample size of what Sean McVay is thinking late last week, and it looks like Tyler Johnson's going to stay kind of in that slot role.
So wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Back up. I had got a text. I had to respond to a text. Family member, right quick. Who's your number 3 again? Sorry about that.
It is Jordan Whittington.
Why haven't I heard that before?
Because I'm not going with just like the chalky picks, even though I think it's going to be a chalky week for you DFS players. I'm going with someone that is kind of outside of those parameters, someone that again is being thrust into a lineup because of the Rams having both their number 1 and 2 receivers out.
JL said, I feel like I'm going to just start Charbonnet and Dobbins. One more good game from Neighbors, and he gets the rest of the year start.
you know what, though? That's actually a solid way of. I do too. I do too. I cringe telling you that because all I keep seeing is Myles Garrett and coming off the edge, and Daniel Jones just kind of like doing one of these.
Hey, I'm not saying it'll be against the Browns or whatever the case may be, but one thing I noticed about Daniel Jones is how management, quote unquote, utilizes him. And I'm talking about the folks on the sidelines who are directly connected to his production and lack thereof or whatever. They don't put him in. Everything seems like to be a drop back. You know what I mean? Where's the screens and draws and bootlegs? Rollouts left, rollouts right, or whatever it is. Short passing game. I don't like them passes where they turn and throw right down the line of scrimmage and them little bubble wide receiver. I don't like those. Those take too long. You got to be the Chiefs. Now, Andy Reid, he know how to design them real good. But anybody else, I really don't like seeing that kind of stuff. But they don't utilize Daniel Jones. I'm not saying Daniel Jones, even with better utilization, will be, all of a sudden everybody's pick off the waiver wire or whatever the case may be. But I just like to see more of a variety, offensive variety from the folks on the sidelines, when he's in the game. You know what I mean? Because 17 seconds in the NFL, you're not going to get that. Okay? To try to find neighbors, who's bracketed by 12 players. I'm just saying. Because after neighbors, who do the Giants have? Right. They got rid of Saquon. And we're going to talk about him once we get
and again, so there's some stashed guys, like potentially the running game guys like Tyrone Tracy when he comes back, obviously a fellow Boilermaker.
My gosh. Can we do a
reminding everybody
of Ray Davis without a Boilermaker?
If you have the ability to stash some of these guys, then which will lead into one of my next picks as well, another running back.
Okay, so wait, who's number 4 again?
I mentioned Zach Charbonnet. Oh, and then I said Jordan Whittington.
Yeah, no, that was number 3. We got past Whittington.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we got past Whittington. Was you watching the episode of the Boondocks? What's going on here?
You're going all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Mrs. Alva weighs in. She said, nope, but you cannot do it without a Sparty either. Nope to what, Mrs. A? Double J. I see the Lucia cabinet is empty back there. Did you double check? You might want to go off screen, double check. Did she get the whole lot of it or what happened there? I just want to know. I mean, my gosh. Look out for my girl over there, buddy. You know what I'm trying to say? Woo. Do not go in there.
Pick number 4 is going to be Cam Akers for the Houston Texans. Again, this is a for
kicker?
Those that remember, former Ram at one point.
Oh, the running back. My bad. That's
right.
Dang,
and Joe Mixon, former Bengals, of course, out. So is Damian Pierce, who he took the job from. And that means he is going to share the workload with basically nobody.
So is that your number 5?
Yes, that would be the 5th.
Okay, wait. Why do you think there's such a rash? I know football is a violent sport to begin with, a collision. Mm-hmm. Okay, a lot of trauma on every given play. But even by NFL standards, man, there seems to be a rash of injuries early on, and not even after just 2 weeks of the season. What is going on? Is that due to the lack of preseason games?
I was actually going to lean on yes. These aren't just your prototypical soft tissue injuries that would normally occur, but we're also seeing, all fantasy players will be able to kind of see this as well, that it almost feels like an anomaly start of the year, that the offenses are not firing the way that you're used to. Again, for those that are not familiar, what's happening right now.
Tell that to the Saints. The Saints look good on offense.
For sure. But what's happening right now as a whole is that you're seeing the 2 high safety look that are changing. They're reversing.
D. Banner said, Cam stays hurt. Don't trust him. How about Steele from Kansas City?
Yes, for a week. He's going to be really my pick out of that backfield is Samaje Perine. Another Bengal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So right quick.
I just want to remind everybody, right? Because we get really lost in the numbers in this thing. That this Steele guy is from Ball State. Okay. He had 1 year outside of that. Okay, Samaje Perine started over Joe Mixon at Oklahoma.
Yeah, he did. Samaje Perine ain't no bum now.
Well,
by
and
NFL
that's
standards.
what's
Samaje
often
Perine is-
forgotten. As much as I would love to crown this otherwise unknown that played his way through the combine in, and I respect that. I do. But unfortunately, when we're looking at this, he is very much unproven. We know what we can get out of Samaje Perine. I do.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at Kareem Hunt just signed, but because he signed to the practice squad, he's not going to be activated for this week. So it is out of those two.
Hold on, let me get some of these comments. Doc says starters not playing in the preseason, they're out of shape. Yeah, because let me tell you something. You can have all the joint practices and all the OTAs and all that you want. Those are necessary. Yes, they are. Okay, those are like warm-ups. But nothing is like live action. Nothing. You need it. You know what I mean? You do.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, David, words on the street is. Hey, well, guess what? That's why it's on the street. Okay. I'll tell you what else is on the street. Stray cats. Okay, don't bring home no strays. That's what I'm trying to tell you today.
Barbershop Jay, you been ducking them, dude?
Man, I ain't been ducking that. There's only 4 people in the Postal Fantasy League. Did you see the title? Postal Fantasy League. Man, please. I'm moving mail. Okay. I'm earning my paycheck. Man. Yeah, some people over there.
Our host doesn't have time.
Absolutely not. I don't have time to play no doggone. Absolutely not, bro. Every one of my dollars is accounted for. Do you understand? Okay. I don't have time. Then please, what's the payout? 35 cents? Man, please. It ain't worth my.
What do you mean? It's a year's worth of stamps.
Absolutely. Who wants stamps? Who wants stamps? Okay. Who wants stamps? I want a new contract is what I want. Okay. I want more pay. Perine is a journeyman. Go with the young legs. I don't know.
And again, that one is very
but let
much
me ask you
this.
But but let me say this though, DB. Perine might be a journeyman, but let me ask you this: has he been productive, consistently productive since he's been in the league? Okay, that's all I want to tell you. If his production has been consistent and can get you points on a consistent basis, I know I said that double talk.
Here's my issue.
That's what I'm rolling with.
My issue with Carson Steele is the type of runner he is. He is a bruiser type of runner. Meaning, when you look at
he's not even like Rodney Hampton in.
Meaning, so what made Pacheco, you knew, was a next level back because of his ability to what he was able to do in space.
Yeah,
he was what Trent Richardson was supposed to be doing.
I don't know why Trent Richardson was ever supposed to be anything like that, because Trent Richardson, unlike most big backs like Jerome Bettis, Earl Campbell, and Bo Jackson, even at Alabama, Trent Richardson was not fleet of foot. Okay, he was not. Okay,
the Broncos dumped him because of who's there, which is Jaleel McLaughlin.
Exactly,
and he is nipping
I know that.
at the heels. You don't need Samaje Perine when you have the future already there. And to your point a little earlier, the young legs on top of it. When you get the best of both worlds like that,
yeah,
absolutely. So if you haven't stashed him, there you go.
Yeah, hey. I know one thing. Y'all gonna regret not picking up my boy Perine. Have you seen enough tape on Perine to justify starting him this week? Have you seen enough tape on the other guy to justify starting him this week?
The only reason why there's any hesitation is because of what the Chiefs verbally said they were going to do, which is essentially make him the first and second down running back. That does not mean at any point, if he proves he's ineffective, that they won't pivot.
Oh, of course. Listen, I'm going off what I see. Okay. Different sport. Here we go again. Premise is the same. Regardless of the level. When I coached hoop at the sportsplex here in Cleveland, and I'm going through my training camp, my tryouts or whatnot, and I see a guy who was hadn't really come to the gym all that lot. I've seen him a few times versus guys I had seen more of. I say, hey man, I'm playing who can play. That guy need to be on the team. Okay. If I'm standing on that sideline or in that practice and I'm watching this guy outplay the other guy, then that's who's playing. All right. Period. Okay. I don't care how long one guy been there versus the other. I'm playing who's playing. Show up, and whoever's showing up and showing out, BSJ only works 2 hours a night. He got plenty of time to play. Says, man, I know Rob Billy ain't telling me I only work 2 hours a night. He sleeps 5 hours a night. I'm gonna show. I got a picture. I took a picture because everybody thought I was lying. I took a picture. You should see it, man. When he's sleeping, his dentures be hanging on the front of his chest, snatching one of them little pink chest hairs. Is what I'm saying. Man, get out of here. I'm talking about to work 2 hours a night. I know you the last one to be talking about how many hours a night somebody works.
I'm going to repeat. I do believe Zach Charbonnet is going to go off. Kenneth Walker is doubtful. So if you are fortunate enough to have him, I, of course, am not one of them. Play. But yes, start him.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
Yep.
Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen someone who works in a factory of sorts, okay, wear all white in that factory and not get dirty? Have you ever seen that?
Now, wait a minute. Why are you talking in the third person?
No, listen, because I know somebody who wears all white to the place where I work and never gets dirty. Okay?
That sounds like one of those riddles.
No, it's not a riddle. Trust and believe. This ain't Batman talking. All right? And I'm not Robin either. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm an Avenger. Anywho, I'm just saying. It's almost like the football player who don't get his jersey dirty. Man, talking about you scored 12 touchdowns and you got a grass stain on you. Man, stop. You talking about somebody don't do no work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't do that. Don't do that. And don't send David Banner on here to do your dirty work either. You come on here. That's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got to DB. You don't know. This is what me and Rob do every night. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole lot to say when he ain't on camera. Come up on this camera and say, hey, all that you're saying right now. That's what I thought. Crickets, silence. You understand me? Yeah, okay. Anywho, well, Double J, give us your 5 again so we can go head on and get them to a Brizek and get back to our NFL Pick'ems week 3, baby.
Yep. So again, we have Charbonnet, we have Cam Akers, we have Jordan Whittington, we have who else did we talk about?
Ayuk and Shaheed.
That's right, Ayuk and Shaheed.
All right, there it is, people. There's your Fantasy 5, Double J's Fantasy 5 Pick'em. Again, pick and make your picks at your own risk. Okay, don't pay attention to nothing this guy's saying. You see the Lucia bottles back there in the cabinet. Sometimes folks be sipping on the sauce.
I win,
and I tell them all the time, don't let the sauce
be
your boss. We finna take another B rank. We be right back. Don't touch it. Don't you dare touch it. I'm just saying.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
All right, we are back. Last but not least, our NFL Pick'em Week 3 selections are as such. Double J, do we have a graph for that? Oh, let me throw this up here right quick. Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah, just a second.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, well, good. I don't need to do that then, what I was getting ready to do. All right, bear with me, you all. Okay, got you. All right. Double J. Oh, here we go. All right, we got it. There it is. Shout out. There it is. The Week 3 Pick'ems, baby. Hey, let me say this again. I want to go back to Week 2. What happened to the Lions?
What happened is actually red zone inefficiency, right? We just kind of talked about
Matt LaPorta. One catch for Matt LaPorta, huh?
Was that? Were you trying to do Matt Millen there? Was that a dig at Matt Millen?
I'm just saying. If you ain't giving the ball to Matt Laporta,
Detroit fan man might have something to say about that. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you're not giving the ball to Laporta, then your offense.
Well, it might be time to rethink that. Certainly, I would say when you had, I almost thought I was watching something on like tape delay or something. The way that they kept getting the ball back, I was.
Wait, who kept getting the ball back?
The Lions. They got the ball. They had like 4 chances, I want to say, in those final few minutes to close that game out. And
Jacksonville did too.
Hey, Cleveland, what? This is for you.
Oh boy. What are you gonna say?
Are you ready to apologize to Baker Mayfield?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I don't start that. I ain't what I say, but don't. Yeah, now you pulling the Rob Billy. Yeah, I'm not falling for that. That's clickbait. That's clickbait because I already know I ain't say what I said about Baker. Yeah, all right. Nice try, but no cigarettos, baby. Anywho, that Jets Patriots. I hate to begrudgingly admit that Aaron Rodgers looked like he in rare form. What was up with him and Robert Salah on the sidelines? Was some Diddy stuff getting ready to go on in there? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look like some, you know what I'm saying?
1,000 baby oils.
Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what. Hey, I don't know that exchange. I wasn't on the sideline. I'm just saying from where I was sitting, it looked like it was. Let me rub you down in some hot oils, baby. Some Teddy Pendergrass moments. Aaron Rodgers is like. Aaron Rodgers pushed him up off of him. He said, "Hey, man, don't nobody come with me on my retreats." You know what I'm saying? I got hookah going, baby. Robert was like, Robert, I don't share my hookah with none of you.
Yeah. What flavor shisha we got going?
Yeah, I'm just saying. He said, she said, but she said she didn't. Okay, then. Yeah, the Jets, Aaron Rodgers and them, they look really good on the other night there on that Thursday night football. You understand me? They really did there.
The Jets actually have a fantastic record on Thursday nights. I do feel for all those.
Oh, so that's what if it had been on a Sunday, it might have been a different story.
Well, no, not against the Pats. No.
Oh.
They were going. It didn't matter what day of the week it was.
Okay.
I will say again for those Ramondre Stevenson owners like myself, that was definitely a brutal night. Disappointing again. He got his hand kind of caught in the face mask, and he ended up coming back in the game, but it was no good. Yeah.
Hey. The Cardinals finally got
no. You're not going to casually slide that in there.
What you mean?
Kyler Murray hate.
No. That ain't what no.
I told you.
No, please stop it. That's not what I said. That's not what I was getting ready to say. I said the Cardinals finally got the ball to Marvin Harrison because Kyler Murray said what he said, and he shouldn't have said it. Talking about I'm getting the ball to everybody. It ain't my job. Oh yes, it is. You see what happened when you get the ball. What you mean? What they drafting for?
And who drafted Marvin Harrison?
I don't know who drafted Marvin Harrison, but I know Marvin Harrison was drafted by the Cardinals, and your quarterback, Kyler Murray, the guy, your favorite guy, said it ain't his job to get the number one draft.
I have no Kyler Murray on my fantasy teams, but I do have Kincaid, his tight end, and I have Marvin Harrison. So.
Okay, well, hey, Marvin Harrison is for real. For real. Okay, you take this from a dude who can't stand Ohio State football. Marvin Harrison for real. And matter of fact, I watched a little bit of that Ohio State game just for its and giggles against Marshall today.
Mm-hmm. I struggled a little bit early on.
Bruh, they got the best wide receivers in the country.
Yes, they do.
That's wide receiver you. Okay? It is. I'm just saying. They got about 4 or 5 guys who are going to be in them. The next 4 or 5 guys coming out of Ohio State might be all top 10 picks next year or whenever they come out. My gosh. It don't make no sense, bro. He said, you badmouth the Browns at work, and now you probably wearing that Browns outfit. I'm not. No. I'm badmouthing the Browns.
It's true.
No, listen. I'm badmouthing the Browns every at work or on TV. Well, listen, hey, if you're going to stand. If you're going to sit, but do not waver. And that's something Jay don't do, baby. Ain't no waverability with Jay. I'm wearing
just a lot of flip-flopping.
No, I don't know about that. My name ain't LeBron. It's James, but it ain't LeBron. Okay. I don't load manage. You see, I'm here every week. Okay. Just letting you know. If you see me wearing Browns gear, trust and believe. It ain't because I ran out and couldn't wait to get my paycheck to go run out and go get it. I just happened to be at Walmart shopping for some baby wipes. I'm not going to tell y'all why, but I'm just saying it's my business, not yours. Anywho, and some Depends. Okay. And it was on the 99-cent rack. I said, oh, okay. I'll buy anything for 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? Put on your Bengals outfit. I don't have one, but trust and believe, I'm looking for one. I'm looking for a Steelers outfit too, and a Ravens outfit, and a Chiefs outfit.
Oh, I bet. Oh man, I bet.
I sure am. Listen, I'm gonna wear whatever is cost 99 cents. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. You know what I mean? Hey, everything you see in my wardrobe, don't let my wardrobe doesn't believe. I'm a cost cutter. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see me run out buying Mitchell and Ness and $400 and $500.
Whoa.
Man, stop it.
Jim Brown is a Mitchell and Ness.
Okay, but that's something. We talking about Jim Brown now. We talking about Jim Brown. He said, what about your Cowboys outfit? I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it rivals the cheerleaders on the sideline.
Yeah, maybe so.
Although, did you see that Jamie Foxx awkward segment with Jerry Jones?
No, I did not see it. I heard it, and somebody sent it to me, and I don't want to repeat it now. All the nastiness is going on in the world right now. My gosh. You know what I'm saying? Even Rob Billy came to work the other day with his stomach halfway hanging out. I'm like, man, what kind of shirt is you wearing? Man, put that back, man. Nobody want to see that at work, man. We're moving mail right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he going to one of them parties. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Leave me out of it. I'm just letting you know.
No.
Yeah. David Banner said I got a Jerry Rice McNess. Yeah, you're supposed to have that. It's worth something. Look, trust and believe. And they got a rack at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? With all the other clothes that ain't supposed to be on the rack. You got to kind of, funnel through it.
Sir, you can't change the prices.
Listen, you got me sadly mistaken. I'm a price changer, baby. That's exactly what I do. Anyway, let's get to some of these week 3 picks. Okay, we got obviously the Jets and the Patriots is final, but the Browns, Giants at the Browns. Who you got?
Oh, give me the dog pound. Like again, the idea is this is a favorable matchup for the running backs. Now, which is going to get the majority of the workload? That is going to be the problem if you have guys like Jerome Ford, or of course for the Bears folks that have and fantasy owners of yesteryear that remember Dante Foreman from his Chicago days.
Man, Tyreek Cohen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had Foreman, you had Cohen, and
you know who else was good for the Bears once upon a time? Neil Anderson.
I thought you were going to go Matt Forte there.
Oh, man, Matt Forte was my boy. I was going there next. What are you saying, man? Give me a time. My God.
I actually shouted out his children's book on Monday's show.
Oh, did you? What was I? Was I here? Imagine that. Bears at the Colts. Man, what's up with Anthony Richardson? He threw 45 interceptions in that game the other day. My gosh, what is going on? Caleb Williams don't look no better.
Mobile threat. And I talked about air yards per attempt.
Wait.
Anthony Richardson, 8.6. He's leading the league right now.
Really? After that terrible performance? How's he getting any
but you know what? He's getting healthier at the wide receiver position too.
Okay, but wait a minute. How's he averaging points? For every interception or whatever, every negative play
He'll
take
lose
points.
2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How's he still averaging 8?
Because again, that mobile threat. So even guys like Bo Nix that are not in
premier passers.
Your guy in Washington.
Who? Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well,
awful throwing the ball, right? Which is why former Ohio State receiver Terry McLaurin is just having a nightmare year.
Oh, stop it. He's not awful throwing the ball. They don't really let him throw the ball.
He can throw one route really well.
And that's what?
Kind of that corner route. Just, yeah.
Well, if you can throw that, that's what I'm asking you which one. Because if you can throw that one, you really
again,
can throw
something I want to point out, especially as it pertains, and this is why I don't really want to demonize the young quarterback specifically, because it's actually impacting all quarterbacks. So the route break per yards is at about 12. Okay. This is across the entire NFL. And what's changed is that we're running the defenses are running the two high safeties, right? And they're reversing them, they're flipping them. And so what that's doing is it's causing, even though quarterbacks have more time to throw this year than just in a year-over-year
Yeah, but how much more time?
A decent amount. No, it's actually a decent amount. But they're less effective. So again, the route breaks are at about 12 yards. Basically, the defenses are setting up to give up the underneath, and they're taking away a lot of these downfield things. And unfortunately, even with the extra time, it's allowing penetration into the backfield as well.
Yeah, I know
one better teams.
I know one thing.
So I will say this: I've already heard someone suggest that they ban the too high safety look.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
That's ridiculous.
Is that crazy?
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, y'all. Oh man, stop it.
When every rule has been made to favor the offense, you have finally been stymied.
So what they gonna do? So what they gonna do? You get 11 offensive players and what, 9 defensive players?
Mahomes is not throwing down the field, folks.
No, Patrick Mahomes is not throwing down the field because you can't go down the field right now. Okay, but sometimes it's about football, y'all. It ain't always about, you know what I'm saying, BPI and I don't know, whatever it is, body mass index.
That's actually a very big deal. So for, again, a lot of the folks that have been commenting are certainly our fantasy players. That's something to seriously take into consideration with who you're picking and why. So yes, going like someone like, for example, I'll give a prop for tomorrow right away. Stephon Diggs is, I think it's like over like 40 yards, 40.
Oh, we should add two. You do your fantasy 5 in one prop, so to speak.
So I'll give you this one prop right away that I'll die on that hill, essentially, which is give me Stephon Diggs on the over of his prop receiving yards. What unfortunately is forgotten, and as you pointed out to your statement a moment ago about it's not just about numbers. You're absolutely right. He was going against the number 1 corner in all the NFL last week.
And
he's not this week. There you go.
Okay. All right. All righty, Dan. So who you got, Bears or Colts?
Give me. Ooh, this is going to be tight. You know what? Actually, speaking of lines, hang on. Let me get that for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the line on that one? And over under. Well, we've heard the line.
Here we go. Right? So the Colts and Bears is 1.5 in favor of the Colts.
Ooh.
And
the Colts are at home?
Yes.
Ooh. Man, that might end up being a pick 'em by tomorrow.
So another one, again, something to consider. Of course, Keenan Allen is out for the Bears. Roma Dunze is greenlit to play.
Yeah, so, Keenan Allen been out, though. He's been out since the season started, though.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh,
this will be the second week.
Yeah.
But so you do get Roma Dunze back. Have not heard a word about any kind of limitation on snaps. Same with T. Higgins, by the way. We'll get there. But my thing is this: the Bears' defense is better than advertised, and what I actually worry about with
especially on the back end
is their ability, like you said, to throw the ball. And will Anthony Richardson be able to get the ball downfield in a way that he did last week, despite the loss?
Yeah, and I didn't even make my pick in the Browns-Giants. I'm taking the Browns. The Browns should win that game by 3 touchdowns, to be honest with you, if not more. I'm taking the Bears against the Colts, even though my better judgment, I still like Anthony Richardson.
Am I alive? Did he really just say that?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I did. Pinch yourself again. Why don't you? I'm taking the Bears, not because of Caleb Williams. I think still he's going to have his rookie struggles and so on and so forth. But I'm like you, though. That Bears defense, I watched that game last week. That Bears defense is lightweight stout.
So how do you feel about the over-under at 43.5? Do you see this as like a 24-20 kind of game, or?
I see the under. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that because I'm thinking like 17-14 or something like that. I think if Caleb Williams can put up 2 touchdowns, the Bears defense will finish. They do the rest. Even in Indianapolis, something is wrong with Anthony Richardson, man. It just didn't look right. D Banner weighed in and said Richardson can't find Pittman. Can't find nothing. Nobody.
And again, that too high safety look, folks. I am telling you,
but
right
that's
now,
covered.
they cannot go
The too
through
high
the
safety look.
positions.
That's just covered too, though. They've been playing covered. Tony Dungy and them play. They've been playing cover 2 when Bob Sanders was in Indianapolis and Tony Dungy was over. They were playing cover 2 in the NFL for. You know what? It's not rocket science, boy. It's not a Houston rocket scientist. I keep telling y'all.
Oh my gosh, Mel Kiper, who I didn't know. I thought he was like kind of like Puxatawny Phil. You know, like kind of goes back into a cave or something.
No. Mel Kiper is more like Groundhog Day.
That's what I'm saying. Like Puxatawny Phil.
Yeah, Puxatawny Phil. No, he don't see his shadow. He just keep repeating the same garbage.
Well, I know, but it's him. He wants the NFL to ban. Wow.
So D Banner weighed in again. Hold on, D Banner weighed in again. He said Jay Taylor needs more carries.
I agree.
Yeah, I do too.
Mel Kiper is the one calling for the NFL to ban too high safeties.
Mel Kiper, the NFL need to ban Mel Kiper's hair.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we don't need to Mel Kiper. He's insignificant on this program. Give me the Texans, Vikings, give me the Texans. Although that defense, like last week, that D'Amico Ryan's defense something is wrong with the defense? Is that the back end is still kind of lightweight suspect? That front 7 is decent, but this back end is kind of ooh-wee. Thank goodness you got Stroud, because he can probably outscore just about everybody except for Patrick Mahomes, maybe.
Right. And again, it's not just the too high safety with the coverages themselves. Again, just for context, it's at an all-time high. So 2019, it was at 26.8%. It's at 34.6 now. And
you can't eliminate that's asinine. So it's not a curse word, y'all. It's really not, but it is.
So, and there's fewer defenders in the box, essentially.
Yeah, right. I got it. But what Mel Kiper is suggesting he needs to shut up. You know what I mean?
Listen to this though, Barbershop Jay. The points per drop back. Okay.
What do you mean?
Based on for quarterbacks, points per drop back. Are, again, speaking of 2019, right? Which when too high safety looks were at 26%, was at 0.04. With it at 34.6%, it is at 0.0.
Yeah.
They're reacting differently.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something else. Whatever quarterback you have that you've picked, timing is everything, right? I want you all to watch. Maybe you probably won't. They won't show you the right camera angles and stuff while the game is going on. But whatever your favorite team is, the players and such, when the quarterbacks, in particular, go back and watch that game. When a quarterback, think of a clock, right? 12 o'clock, right? 12:15, so to speak, 12:30, 12:45, and then back to 12, right?
Sure.
When a quarterback drops back, if his arm let's say he starts at 12 o'clock. If his arm starts at 12 and goes back to 12:15 and then back up to 12 o'clock, pretty much he's a guy who's good at throwing receivers open, and you'll see him throw the ball even before receivers get out of breaks and such. There's a timing there. They're connected. When the quarterback, his windup starts down at 12:30 and then comes back up around about 12 o'clock, you'll see a lot of balls being thrown behind receivers, over receivers, off the back foot, and things of that nature. Take a look at that kind of stuff.
I don't disagree with that. However, I think the problem is this. Look, I told you that the average route break is at 12 yards, but the average depth of the throw is at 6.6 yards. So
then that's why your wind. Then that's even more. Your wind up got to be boom, boom. You can't have no big wind up. You can't have that Nolan Ryan. You can't come around. No, you don't have time for that. Is what I'm saying. Pay attention to the subtleties. Is all I keep trying to tell you.
But this is why.
Hold that thought. We're gonna take a break. Hold that thought. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna finish up our NFL week peak pick. Right, gotcha. Anyway, yeah, we'll be right back. Oh my gosh, this is getting terrible, even more so.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bicracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bicracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bicracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bicracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
All right, we're back. We're getting closer to wrapping things up. Jay got something to do today. It's really important. Anywho, yeah. Well, we're gonna finish your thought, and then we go through the rest of our picks.
So again, the key to beating the look is to actually take the bait, which is to throw deep. Because believe it or not, this is what Derek Carr is not afraid to do. That's why he's had so much success, and this is why air yards and fantasy players should be like peas in a pod. Simply put, they have a huge success rate if they dare go over it at 50%. So there you go. Keep that in mind as you continue to watch throughout the remainder of the year. See who is willing to do it.
D Banner weighs in. Great description, BSJ. What did I just describe? You got to tell me. You must be talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm not. Absolutely, I'm not. Hey, tell RB to come on here and do his own dirty work. Tell him don't be sending no his security force or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's Secret Service. No, absolutely. Tell him to get on here and do his own dirty work. See, this is what bro. I've sent this dude. One day we were in the locker room. We was having our sports take, locker room take, and he was, he had the floor. Spitting and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was knocking paint off the walls. So, everybody had on their face shields and their masks, like COVID or something. You know what I'm saying? He was spitting. He had the floor. He was doing this one too. So I said, well, I'm going to send you an invite then, man, because, you got a mouthful. You got a lot to say. 25 invites later, he still ain't showed up. Yeah, that's because he be asleep. Anyway, let's move on. I got something to do. Yeah, I'm taking the Texans over the Vikings. The Eagles, Saints, who you got?
Give me the Saints.
I'm taking the Eagles. Scroll down, please. Oh, scroll up. Yep. Up right there. Man, hold it. Slow down there, Kemosabe. That Chargers Steelers game is going. Woo-wee. What's the over-under in that one? I want to know.
It is 35.
Oh, so that, in other words, that score going to be like the that's going to be like the San Diego Padres.
Hey, look, if you have Cameron Dicker, the kicker, and you have my scoring, he might be your MVP. Additional favorable matchup for Pat Freiermuth. So you've heard me say that before.
That's the Cardinals. He played for the Cardinals. No, the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. Why am I thinking
favorable matchup for him and just about nobody outside of the kickers?
Yeah, but Justin Fields, man, is still struggling. You can see he has the mobility that Russell Wilson does not, obviously. So he gives, that Steelers offense another dimension, maybe.
But this is not the legs, dude.
That's what to me, Russell Wilson should be starting in this game. I guess maybe that ain't saying much. The Steelers got two quarterbacks, but they ain't got one. But for whatever, somehow, some way, they still managed to find a way to win. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, all you hear is excuses. Yeah, losers make excuses. Winners say, check the scoreboard. Did I already tell y'all once already? Did I already tell y'all they beat the Jacksonville High School Jaguars? Man, stop it. Did I tell you already that the Steelers have not had a losing season in my lifetime? Okay.
Man, it's looking like it might be a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking the Chargers though. I'm taking some about Johnny Harbaugh, baby. You know what I'm saying? This Mr. Football. Okay. Mr. Gridiron himself.
Also, fantasy pick. Well, I'll wait till we get there. All right, go ahead.
Thank you. I mean, all right. Broncos, Buccaneers. Oh, I'm taking the Buccaneers all day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Packers, Titans. If Jordan Love is playing, I'm taking the Titans simply because Jordan Love loves throwing off his back foot. If Malik Willis is playing, give me the Packers. Do they have a quarterback controversy in Green Bay?
Not yet.
Oh, you said not yet. So it's on the horizon, huh?
If he keeps winning, yes, because I don't think many had picked them last week. So
I don't think so either. Who you got? Tampa Bay, Denver. You never did say. Who
no,
you got? The Steelers?
I said yeah. I agreed.
Oh, who you got? The Steelers and the Chargers. You didn't say that.
Oh, I hate the matchup.
That's an RB move right there.
That's this is my point. When the gentleman was asking about that matchup with Dobbins, I hate it. I absolutely hate that matchup. That is an awful matchup.
Yeah, that Steelers defense is but RB, that's an RB move right there. You ask him a question and be like, and you standing right there in front of him. Like, man, did you go over there to that side? Huh? Like you just can't hear now all of a sudden? Yeah, come on, man. Huh, Helen. Man, stop it. We only do that because he's trying to think of something to say because you didn't call him off guard. He huns a lot. You know what I mean? Over there with them. Anyway, let's move on. Panthers at Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders all day, boy. No?
Yeah. Again, it's who's starting over there? Bryce Young was benched. It's
all I know is Gardner Cashew beat the Ravens. And that ain't supposed to happen. Okay, you got a 22-time MVP over there. Okay, everybody want to give Glenn credence and all of that and credibilities to how many MVPs you got. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Yeah, they sit on the shelf and they shiny and all of that. But I'm looking at whether or not if you showed up today. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, no offense, Lamar, but yeah. Oh my gosh, wait, hold. Doc. That's right, Doc. Shout out, baby. Raider Nation, baby. Oh, now you want to, man, get off my screen. Now, no quarterback controversy. Great, stop it. Love is a franchise. He the franchise quarterback for now. Keep throwing off that back foot and show your face. You know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Double J. Because, I keep them all, right? I'm going to screenshot. I'm going to screenshot all of the invites that I've sent that guy who likes to hide behind the comments. Oh, you're going to be quicker than that. Get out of here, State Farm. Anyway, who you got, Double J? Gardner Cashew, baby.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yeah, that's right, son. Dolphins at Seahawks. Ooh, man. Oh, but wait a minute. Let me say this right quick. Man, I feel bad for Bryce Young, bro. I do.
Look, something has to change. I've told you this. I would not be a fan favorite of a general manager because you would never see me take a quarterback in the top 5. I can't do it.
Why?
Because of their success rate.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. Slow down.
The same reason why I'd never trade a sure thing in the MLB that's playing every day for a bunch of prospects because the percentages do not work.
Okay, but wait a minute. But then where were the percentages at? Because how long ago has that been the case? Because I'm telling you right now,
for over 25 years, that's been the case.
Stop it, man. Stop it. Let's go back. That's what we need to do. Go back through the list of first-round quarterbacks because Elway was a first-round pick, wasn't he? Marino was a first-round pick, wasn't he? Oh, my gosh.
Okay, but that was in the 80s, and he was a 4-year starter in college.
Who? Marino?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. Oh, wow. Really, Doc? That's what you're doing? Okay. Which Hawks you taking? The Atlanta Hawks? Stop it.
The Dirty Birds.
Yeah, I know. D. Banner said girlfriend controversy for Bryce. He can't. Oh yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, no. Nah. Yeah, that's
she said one way or the other, she's getting the bag.
Yeah, well. Yeah, she's gonna be a bag lady. She keep on doing what she's doing.
All right.
Anywho,
I do.
Well, she is. I'm trying to tell you right now. Yeah, you can't do folks how you just want to do them. Where was I at? Oh, Seahawks, Dolphins. Ooh, Tua is out. Man, I don't think he should play no more.
I will say this fantasy pick Devon, the running back for Miami. Unfortunately, this is not our first go round with the quarterback. I have already benched Waddle. I will take my chances with T. Higgins on Monday because I cannot do that. I have watched that. First time you're a victim, anytime after you're a volunteer, right?
Hey, if you're going to quote me, get it right. First time you're a victim, yes, that's right. But anytime after that, user. You got to throw in user. Every word in there matters. After that, use a volunteer, okay? Don't be piecemealing. This ain't piecework, okay?
Like use guys, like from Jersey?
Yeah, right. Yeah, fine. Anywho, yeah. I'm taking the Seahawks. Well, you don't believe in Skylar Thompson?
Absolutely not. No,
okay.
I do not.
That's your fault. All right, scroll down, please. Lions at the Cardinals. Oh, I'm taking the Cardinals all day.
Yeah, it might be panic time in Detroit after that one.
No, it's not panic time. It's still 48,000 games left to go in the season. Let everybody tell it. It's just one game. Yeah, all right. Until it's 8 games in. But anywho, Marvin Harrison, bro, is for real. Hey, listen. The first week he had what? He was thrown to 3 times. He had 1 catch for like 8 yards or something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the following week, he got 4 catches for 133,000 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He sure did.
I'm just saying, that was Randy Moss type stuff.
Believe it or not, the Lions are favored by 3. But again, we talked about some low totals in some of these games.
Okay, what's the over-under then?
51.5. Quite a big difference.
It's 51.5, and the Lions are favored by 3?
That's right.
No, something. You smell that? I do. Something stink, and it's not a skunk outside. I'm here to tell you right now. Let's get to a few more of these comments. Hold up, you didn't get the docs. You got to get the doc. One pride, go Lions. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yep, sure enough. Anyway, DB says bingo sleeper pick tight end Mike G.
Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki. I thought he was with the Dolphins. He's staying up with the Dolphins.
Then he was with the Patriots, and now he's with.
Higgins is not ready.
He's ready enough. Ready or not.
Well, who you got? Lions, Cardinals.
Give me the Cards.
Ravens and Cowboys. I'm taking the Ravens that's not. The Cowboys are overrated. The Cowboys are regular season phenoms, used to be, because they don't even look like that now. The Cowboys are overrated with 4 R's in the middle.
It's a little bit of a gauntlet for the Ravens.
No, it's not. This is where they start winning. Man, they're going to kick the Cowboys' teeth in, bro. In Dallas. Jerry Jones out here talking about happy sticks and all that other type of stuff he all around here messing with. Man, what you doing, bro? Talking about the combine as a meat market. Yeah, well, anywho, shouldn't have said that. Sorry. I'm just saying, man, this is unbelievable. Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens all day, every day. Absolutely. Cowboys are overrated. Diggs is athletic, but all he looked for is interceptions. He cannot cover. And I'm telling you right now, hey, you didn't mention Flowers, Zay Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he's gonna have a big game today? Or it's tomorrow?
No, I think Isaiah likely will have a good game.
Yeah, you know what, DB, I'm glad you brought that up because I thought about that when I was putting together the notes for the show, but then it escaped me for a minute.
That is the problem.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Why would you? I don't understand. Help me to understand that. Why did they go get Derrick Henry now and not use him?
This is what happens when we talk about game scripts. Look, folks, if you're going to be a DFS player or even just a regular fantasy player, it is not just my projection says this guy's going to score 20, because remember, your projection is merely total number of games divided by estimated points. Nothing more, nothing less. You need to start.
Some people are misusing projections then.
I always say this: you can beat me on Friday, I will beat you on Sunday, or certainly by Monday night.
Man, that's big talk from the big man over there on the big side of the pond, baby. That's that Ponzitrani, Detroit Ponzitrani. You understand? So who you got, Ravens or Cowboys?
Oof. I still think Lamar has roughly 28 by the time it's all said and done, but loses in a similar effort.
Man, stop it. Man, the Ravens going to kick the Cowboys' teeth in. The Cowboys are overrated with a capital overrated. Man, please. That mystique of America's team, Jerry's team, Jerry is getting in the way. Okay.
Oh, of course he is.
Yes, he's getting in the way. He right. He can't get out of his own way, and that's going to be the way that the Cowboys is going that way. And then I ain't talking about that way. I'm talking about the other way. Anyway,
the current line though is Ravens favored -1 and at 47.5 for the over under.
That's because somebody up there liked the Cowboys still because they stuck on the fantasy that the Cowboys are. In reality, the Cowboys are overrated. Did I say that already? Okay, anywho, let's move on. The 49ers at the Rams. What's the over-under?
We are at 6.5 point spread for favor of San Francisco and total of 43.5.
Wait, say that again?
So total over-under is 43.5. But the line is at 6.5 in favor of the 49ers.
With Christian McCaffrey and Debo being out, it's still 6.5?
And George Kittle.
And Kittle?
But remember, Puka Nacua is out, and so is Cooper Kupp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And right now, you're starting to see that tug of war that we talked about between running backs with Blake Corum starting to slowly chip away.
I thought Blake Corum was hurt.
I'm saying in general, you're starting to see that as well. So there's a number of battles going on. But one of my fantasy picks of the week.
Yeah, I'm with you, DB. That's a pick 'em. It is. That's a pick 'em.
One of my fantasy picks of the week.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I'm going out on the limb as I usually do. Y'all know me. You know what I mean?
This is set up beautifully for that. I'm gonna
take the Rams.
Script.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
What?
I'm gonna take the Rams. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams. I think Aaron Donald coming back to suit up for one game. I think he is, baby. Aaron Donald is walking through that door as we speak.
Unfortunately, Kyle Shanahan's offense is still Kyle Shanahan's offense, where
McVay,
you and I will average 5 yards a carry.
Oh my God! So you trying to say McVay is not McVay is on the level of Kyle Shanahan, bro?
McVay tends to overthink.
Wow.
And Stafford can still throw the ball, but he's going to. They're going to have to.
Boy, I feel bad for Saquon Barkley. I don't know why when you just said what you just said, made me think about that Eagles play. Because Saquon, how does he drop that? Man, you can't tell me somebody gave him an envelope. I think Rich Paul slid him an envelope, bro. I really do. I think he'll clutch sports. I'm just trying to tell you. Bro, come on now. Come on, man. Even if you're a running back that's not used to catching the ball, man, you cannot. How do you drop that? It wasn't even that it was so far out in front of you that you just got fingertips on. It was right, bro. Come on, bro. No, he got paid.
I don't know.
He had his Honor Rothstein moment. I'm just trying to tell you, baby. Yeah. And somebody said they saw Rich Paul. I'm just saying. Okay,
no.
I'm joshing. Anywho, Chiefs at Falcons. Who you got?
Good matchup for Kirk Cousins.
No, it's not. The Chiefs defense, the Chiefs defense is now right in the same ballpark as the offense. Because Mahomes is not Mahomes as was Mahomes a couple years ago. He didn't had a few injuries and stuff. He still is Mahomes now. I wouldn't bet against him now. But I'm saying the defense that's kind of caught up with the offense a little bit, and they got a little bit more. The Chiefs got a little bit more balance, bro. They don't need Mahomes to throw the ball 45 times is what I'm trying. They don't need one of them Josh Allen, Buffalo, KC, Mahomes shootouts. Mahomes can win 21-17. Is what I'm saying, as opposed to what game did they play? What, last year, a year before last? The game was like 54-55, something crazy like that. My man DB weighed in again. He's saying coin flip game. We're going to see if Purdy is for real. Yeah, well, whenever Debo is out, Purdy is, he be purring, but he don't look Purdy. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs all day on the slide, baby. Sorry to my folks down there in the ATL. I got peoples down there. Shout out to them. My cousin Amir doing this All In on Everything podcast. Y'all should check it out. It's pretty slick. It is All In on Everything. I don't know what days they broadcast, but it's on YouTube for sure. But yeah, sorry to my folks down there in the ATL, but I think the Chiefs is going to open up a can. And I'm not talking about a can of Canada Dry, okay? All right.
Again, great play for Kyle Pitts in that game as well.
Yeah, all right. If you say so. I got the Chiefs. Keep going. Keep scrolling. These Monday games right here. Oh, it's 2 Monday games is upcoming today? Right. Okay. Who we got? We got the Jaguars at the Bills. Let's be real. I don't know wherever you live at, all my folks out there watching and listening, wherever y'all live at, you all got a high school football team that's kind of like been on top of the mountain for some years. One of your stalwart high school football teams right now. I'm trying to tell you right now. And that team, whoever that team is, they could beat the Jaguars, bro. The only thing going for the Jaguars, let them tell it, is Trevor Lawrence's long hair.
No tight end for the Jags. Evan Ingram is out. But great matchup for Travis Etienne. Good matchups for the Bills at the wide receiver positions as well. So do with that as you'd like.
Man, the Bills they're gonna kick the Jaguars in the mouth with cleats, bro. I'm just telling you right now. And then lastly, for that Monday night game, the second part to it, I should say, is we got the Washington Commanders at the Bengals.
Again, great for Joe Burrow, great for Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
But here's what I don't understand when it comes to the Bengals, bro. That offensive line stinks.
Still. Oh, now they stink.
They still stink.
Dude, does anybody else remember when he said, "Oh, what did they do for Joe Burrow? They went and got him an offensive line."
I didn't say that. I didn't say that today, yesterday, the day before you were born. Yeah, you get 2 buttons for that. That ridiculousness. You sound like our
Rob tape.
Oh, yeah, check the tape. That's what you do. And then check your underwear, too, because it sounds like you should have some type of tape. Oh, that was ridiculous right there. That's what that was. Anywho, I'm taking the Bengals. Even though I do like Jaden Daniels, I'm taking the Bengals in that one. Joe Burrow. Hey, listen. Okay, listen. Here's what I'm saying to you. Is Joe Burrow still getting sacked too frequent for you?
Yes.
Okay, well then that's what it is. What I'm talking about.
It's not because of the line, though.
I don't care what it's because of. I'm telling you right now, you don't have a quarterback of his stature because let's face it now.
You talk about timing, and now you're ignoring it.
What timing?
I just told you 2 things earlier today, which is quarterbacks across the league have more time to throw. And you told us that he got a better offensive line.
I didn't tell you that, first of all. And then we're not talking about, you said quarterbacks around the league. Let's not talk about quarterbacks in general having more time to throw. Let's talk about Joe Burrow. He's going
to have plenty of time to throw. If he's on his backside, then you know what? Then they got bigger fish to fry.
Okay, but it's not even on his backside. If he's running for his life, you ain't got to always be on your backside. Is he running for his life? Okay. How soon thereafter the ball is snapped is he having to move out of the way?
It's timing.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Timing.
Yeah, the timing between the offensive line missing blocks and him being able to set up and look down. Joe Burrow does not have enough time after the ball is snapped, more often than not, to really go through his progressions without having to move 4,500 yards to his left or 3,300 meters to his right.
But to DB's point earlier, the Bengals sleeper, not this week.
What? You talking about P. Ryan?
No. Mike Gesicki.
Oh, Gesicki. All right. Sound like a Geico commercial. Anywho, I'm taking the Bengals. That's all. That's it. That's all. You got anything else you want to add before we go?
Buyer beware on that one. I know what he did last week, 7-91, 7-4-91. 48% snap share.
Buyer beware for who?
Mike Gesicki.
Oh.
He paid 35% of the snaps. It was 3 for 18. And so
you must have Mike Gesicki in one of your leagues.
I do not this year.
Oh. Well, why you keep
you the cards guy? I was giving
his name 14 times.
Well, right, because it was by one of our viewers was asking,
okay.
and I'm explaining why, at least in this case, it wouldn't be a good idea.
All right. Well,
only for this week. I'm not saying overall.
Okay. Well, there it is. There it all. That's it. That's all. There you is. You have it. Double J's Fantasy 5 picks as well as our NFL Week 3 picks. Please do not place or base your picks on anything that I've picked because you'll be picking wrong. Okay. I just want to let you know. And that's it. That's all. All right. And on that note, I leave you with this quote. Absolutely not. Because it's been fun, but we got to run. Absolutely. You want the quote or no?
Sure.
You sure? You sure you want the quote? All right. Whoever places himself as a leader of the people should commence with educating his own self before educating others. And his teaching should be by his own conduct before teaching by the tongue. Let me read that again. Whoever places himself as a leader of the people should commence with educating his own self before educating others. And his teaching should be by his own conduct before teaching by the tongue. That's Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu. And again, it's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out check us out every day at 9 on the PM side right here on the yard, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course, YouTube. And make sure when you're over at the tube, please hit that subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, B Rich, Double J, D Gully, TJ, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. Oh, remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla!